The Rottweiler is a powerful guard dog famous for its muscular build and black and tan coat. But did you know there are several other breeds that share a similar look and could easily be mistaken for a Rottweiler? In this video I'll show you 15 Rottweiler lookalikes. Let's jump into it. Number 1. Doberman. I believe there are 4 strong lookalikes of the Rottweiler, and no one will be surprised that one of them is the Doberman. Both breeds share the same black and tan coloring, similar height and a muscular, tough appearance. However, the Doberman has a more slender and agile frame compared to the bulkier Rottweiler. While both make excellent guard dogs, the Doberman is much more energetic than the Rottweiler. Number 2. Lhasa Apso. This video features a mix of well-known breeds like the Doberman and rare ones like the Lhasa Apso, also known as the Chinese Red Dog. The similarities with the Rottweiler is no coincidence, because the Lhasa Apso was developed in China by crossing Rottweilers with local working dogs. They share the same black and tan coloration, muscular build and protective nature. However, Lhasa Apsos tend to be leaner and more agile than Rottweilers. Number 3. Serbian Defense Dog. Another rare breed you've probably never heard of, but one that looks extremely similar to the Rottweiler is the Serbian Defense Dog. This breed was developed in the 1980s as an attempt to recreate the ancient Serbian Mastiff. To achieve this, breeders crossed powerful dogs like the Neapolitan Mastiff, Bosnian Tornjak and, you guessed it, the Rottweiler, which explains the striking similarities. The Serbian Defense Dog is even bigger and heavier than the Rottweiler, with an even stronger protective instinct. Number 4. Bosseron. The last of the 4 strong Rottweiler lookalikes is the Bosseron, a powerful French herding breed. At first glance, their black and tan coat, similar facial features and muscular build make them look very similar to the Rottweiler. However, the Bosseron is a true herding dog, known for its incredible intelligence, endurance and agility. Unlike the stockier Rottweiler, the Bosseron has a leaner and more athletic frame, but especially thanks to their coloring, I consider them as one of the strong lookalikes. Number 5. Canis Panther. Now I will mention 6 dog breeds that do resemble the Rottweilers a lot, but they differ in some areas a bit more than the previous dogs. The first one is the rare and intimidating Canis Panther. The Canis Panther was developed in the USA as a personal protection dog by mixing Dobermans, Black Great Danes, Black Labradors and American Staffordshire Terriers. Number 6. Cane Corso. The Cane Corso is a powerful Italian Mastiff breed that shares some key similarities with the Rottweiler, but also some distinct differences. Both breeds are robust, muscular and naturally protective, making them exceptional guard dogs. In appearance, they both have very intimidating muscular stature, but the Cane Corso has even larger head than the Rottweiler, and on the first sight they look heavier than the Rottweiler. They also have different coloring, but when they are in the black color, they definitely look like Rottweilers a lot. Number 7. Greater Swiss Mountain Dog. The Greater Swiss Mountain Dog is a close relative of the famous Bernese Mountain Dog. It's a strong, muscular working breed with a tricolor coat, making it a moderate Rottweiler lookalike. Even their face has some similarities. However, the Swissy has a thicker coat, a more relaxed expression and a slightly bulkier frame. And of course, its coloration differs slightly from the classic black and tan Rottweiler. Number 8. Howard. The Howard, when in black and tan coloration, looks like a long-haired version of the Rottweiler. Just like the Rottweiler, it has a strong muscular build and a confident protective nature. This versatile German breed excels not only as a guardian, but also in tracking and search and rescue work. And here's a fun fact: when Howards come in golden color instead of black and tan, they become one of the closest lookalikes to the golden retriever. Number 9. Tosa Inu. The Tosa Inu is another breed that, if it had a black and tan coat, could easily be mistaken for a Rottweiler. Like the Rottweiler, the Tosa is a powerful, muscular and highly protective dog. However, the Tosa Inu has a more Mastiff-like appearance with looser skin and heavier build. Number 10. Gaddi Kutta. When the Gatti Kuta has a black and tan coat, it can almost look like a long-haired Rottweiler, right? They also have similar protective instinct. They are probably even more protective and territorial than the Rotti. The Gatti Kuta is primarily used as a livestock protector, and it's also known as Himalayan sheepdog or Indian panther hound. Number 11. Bull Mastiff. Now we will finish the video with 5 more distinct lookalikes. In terms of body structure, the Bull Mastiff is a solid Rottweiler lookalike. However, the Bull Mastiff has a more Mastiff-like face with a broader skull, shorter muzzle and typically looser skin. And of course, the color is also different. Number 12. Tibetan Mastiff. There are various types of Tibetan Mastiffs depending on the region where they were developed. Some of them have slightly shorter coat and lack the mane, which is famous for Tibetan Mastiffs. If that is the case and they come in the black and tan color, then can resemble Rottweilers quite a bit. However, even then, they are significantly larger and have a more Mastiff-like build than the Rottweiler. Number 13. Slovenský Kopov. The Slovenský Kopov, also known as the Slovakian Hound, is a breed that might not be the first to come to mind when thinking of Rottweiler lookalikes, but thanks to the black and tan coloration, the resemblance is definitely there. However, unlike the stocky and muscular Rottweiler, the Slovenský Kopov is a leaner, more agile sandhound, bred primarily for hunting rather than guarding. It has a longer snout and sleek body. Number 14. Cimarron Uruguayo. Let's end the video with 2 powerful dog breeds that share Rottweiler's strong body structure but lacks the color and face similarities. The first one is Cimarron Uruguayo. You can see on the first sight that the Cimarron is more Molosser-like with broader head and shorter muzzle. Number 15. Presa Canario. Similarly to Cimarron, the Presa Canario shares a strong and muscular body with the Rottweiler, but they are much more Mastiff-like. They also have shorter muzzle, broader head and looser skin. Overall, they are heavier looking than the Rottweiler. And there you have it, 15 dog breeds that look like Rottweilers. Which one do you think is the closest match? Let me know in the comments below, I read them all. And if you are curious to learn more about any of these breeds, just search for Rocadog plus dog breed's name in YouTube search bar and check it out. I have made detailed videos on each one of them. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more dog related content. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.